Welcome back to Frida's Foodie Call. Have I got a treat for you today? Actually, I'd always have a treat for you guys. So today we're gonna make a potato bake with a twist because you kept that on it. I'm gonna make a potato bake with a twist. So hold on, here it is. All you need is 80 grams of flour, 80 grams of butter, 4 large potatoes, and a liter of milk. Right? And then we've got salt, pepper to taste. Now I'm using white pepper. Are we ready? Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to boil my potatoes now. So I have it pouring into my water. A little bit. It's boiling a little bit, alright? And I'm going to add some salt. Always season your potatoes. While that's boiling, we're going to start the bechamel. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our 80 grams of butter into the pan. And we're going to let it melt. I don't want it too hot, the flame too high. And I love the smell of butter. You know it's real because it smells so good. Like melting Meadowlee ain't going to have the same smell. Now they went out of business, I don't know why. I think it's bad for you. So anyway, I've added the flour and I've got to cook the flour out. So I've got to cook it for, a minute or so till it starts to change colour. Starts to get lighter in colour. So it's really yellow right now. Let me get all the flour. That's the way it's going to look. And now I'm just going to add my 1 litre of milk. Mix it while you're pouring it in. I never use measurements when I make this, but I'm doing it today because I know you're watching and you're going to want to make it because it's such a good meal. So I'm going to add salt and pepper to taste. I love my food salty, and then my pepper. And I use white pepper. I love white pepper more. Plus I think it gives it more flavour. So at the end, I'm going to add this to my bangers and mash. So I'll eat it like it's one dish, but then for my bangers and mash, I'm going to add it to the plate as another dish. Okay, in true Frida fashion, I forgot another ingredient. So we're going to add 100 grams of cheddar into it. And we're going to whisk it really fast, right? So basically, I've made a cheesy bechamel. So let me taste it because I love to taste as I go. Okay. No, I'm on the money. You can add nutmeg, but I really don't want to make too much flavour. All right, done. This is what it looks like. See? Nice and creamy. Delicious. Alright, so I've got my potatoes, they're ready to go. So I'm just going to strain them. Alright. Okay, I'm back. Okay, classic Frida. Forgot the milk and the butter for the mash. So, but you guys know how to make mash anyway. So it's purely your own. No, it's got snacks. Because I'm making this while I go along the cheese. And I forgot the cheese. And this is like beautiful cheese. This is called Red Leicester. Right? It's so good. You know the Kraft mac and cheese, why it's red? It's probably because they got it for this. And this tastes like mac and cheese. So what you're going to do is you're just going to just smash it a little bit of milk. Not a lot. Right? You don't want it too creamy. Well, not for this dish anyway. So I'm going to add my butter. And just a tip, right? As soon as you add butter to mashed potatoes, it's impossible to get the lumps out. I don't own a masher. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm using a whisk, it's because I don't own one. Okay, I'm going to add a bit more salt, pepper. All right, get that Get all my butter melted. Yep. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of this cheese in here. All right. And that's it. I'm gonna put it in here. And you're probably thinking, what the hell is she doing? But just wait. Okay. Got it all in there. Okay, so I've spread out the potatoes, nice chunky, and now I'm gonna put the bechamel on top. Right? I love bechamel. Okay, so I got my bechamel on top. Alright, so on top, I'm going to sprinkle the rest of this cheese. Okay, so sprinkle the rest of your red Leicester, and it's a tasty cheese, alright? Just add heaps of cheese. Just add all the cheese. If I don't add it, I'm just going to end up eating it. And that's it. I'm going to put it in the oven 180 for around 20 minutes. You want to see the best potato mash you've ever had? Sit back and enjoy the ride.